Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pink and Blue Podcast. This is episode 27. My name is Bluetoonz.
You know I'm not going to say my name.
Okay. So, I don't know if anyone's been looking for a sugar daddy, but our favorite billionaire, Bill Gates,
Wait.
is
That's
now
not
single.
how... You're really starting it like that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Bill and Melinda Gates have announced their divorce.
Yeah.
Which leaves Mark Zuckerberg as the only famous billionaire who has a wife.
Okay, well, there are a couple more billionaires than
But I mean, like,
three
you know, you think of,
people.
like, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. All three of them are divorced, but Mark Zuckerberg is not.
Yeah, okay, well, Elon Musk has a wife, so...
Well, he does now, but he's been divorced.
This is true, he has been divorced in the past. I will admit to that. That is fair. But he is married also, so...
He is, yeah.
Kind of outshines...
Are he and Grimes married?
I think so. I mean, they have kids, so...
Yeah, but you can have kids and not be married.
Anyway, you know, many people found out about their divorce, through the news, through a normal way. I actually found out about it because I got my second dose of the microchip that the government issued, and
and they updated
Bill Gates actually pinged me through the microchip. So
he said, "I'm single. Be aware."
He said there's looking for hot singles in my area, in the Seattle, Washington area. Is that where they live, Seattle, Washington? He did at one point, if he doesn't anymore.
Yes.
I guess if his mansion is there now, he's probably moving, right? Actually, I'm not going to think about it. He's fine, you know.
Sorry, I know that we've moved on from this, but Elon Musk and Grimes are not married,
Okay.
and he's actually been divorced twice.
Okay. Awesome.
So there you go. Now
I'm glad that we have that information. Thank you, Henry.
You know what? The viewers need to be informed of who is single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, where are we supposed to go with Bill Gates? Do you have a bit planned for this?
That was it.
There's no bit.
No, I mean, that was the whole bit. I was just talking about Bill Gates getting divorced.
You actually just talked about Elon Musk, though, so...
I did. Well, he finds a way to have the conversation.
I'm
I'm just a fan of his. He's a cool dude.
I know you're a fan of it. I'm saying we should disassociate with rich people.
Because we're not rich?
I just for the podcast, you know? I think we've just become too attached to them.
That's true. I don't really care what they do. I just think that it's kind of funny to point them out because everyone has them in the spotlight.
Yeah, no, it is just funny.
I don't care, so I can talk about them in whatever sense that I'd like because they will never see this.
That being said, Bill Gates is seeing his ex-girlfriend, so I think we're all covered on that front. There it is.
Is that true, or did you just make that up?
No, I think that is actually true. I think, this could be wrong, but I thought I saw a thing in the news that was like, Bill Gates has been seeing his ex-wife for not his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend for 1 week a year for the past 27 years of his marriage. So, and then I saw an article today that was like, Melinda Gates divorced Bill Gates because Bill Gates met with Jeff Bezos like 8 years ago or something. So.
That makes sense, yeah.
That makes sense.
Agreed. Anywho, so now that we're not talking about rich people. Let's get down to it. What is your favorite breakfast food?
Pancakes.
What kind?
What do you mean, what kind?
Well, like, what flavor are pancakes?
Pancake.
You got chocolate chip, blueberry, plain, banana.
It's not a flavor. It's not a thing that has flavors, okay? Pancakes are a very rigid spectrum. So, not a spectrum, I guess.
No.
Pancakes, they're just shit with stuff in them.
No. I disagree with you. You've never had like chocolate chip pancakes?
Okay, I don't know how you can come to that conclusion because I've said nothing of the sort, Henry.
Yeah, but you said that pancakes with things in them are shit, which means that you've obviously never had chocolate chip pancakes.
That's not true because my mom used to make chocolate chip pancakes, and I'm like, Mom, these are shit.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It just doesn't mix, you know?
That's
you don't
fair.
put chocolate chips in vanilla cake. You put chocolate
I think it's
icing
delicious.
on vanilla cake. It's
That's
different.
like the same thing.
It's not the same thing, though, is it?
No, I mean, it's not, but, you know, it's like sort of the same thing.
It's just like having, like, Cheerios, right? That's your vanilla cake. That's just regular vanilla cake. And then now imagine having, like, Cocoa Puffs. That's your chocolate cake, all right? Now imagine having Cheerios, but with the milk of the Cocoa Puffs. Because it's like the Cocoa Puffs make it a chocolate milk. That's your vanilla cake with chocolate ice. It's different, right?
Okay.
That analogy made no sense.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess, sure.
Yeah. I'm not making a very good defense here.
No, you're not. Chocolate chip pancakes smack. And
they don't smack. They don't.
They do. They're
This
so
is just
good.
so false. It's not even...
You know what? Next time we hang out, I will make you chocolate chip pancakes.
I'd prefer you not to. You don't even know.
No. I don't really make pancakes. I gotta ask my mom for her recipe because her chocolate chip pancakes, fantastic.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that my mom makes good regular pancakes.
I mean, regular pancakes.
You shouldn't even have to put regular in front of it. Okay, they're just pancakes.
Pancakes are Well, I think pancakes of all varieties are good.
What are you, a conservative?
I can see the steam like coming out of your ears. You're like,
my ears are covered by my headphones, Henry.
That's true, but like metaphorically, I can see it leaking out of the sides.
Right.
Another thing,
like a bull in a cartoon.
Yes,
because they get angry. And then, the steam, and it's like, and it plays a train whistle. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what were you going to say?
This week, and actually, I guess last week, and this week, and next week, and maybe even the week after that, really the whole month of May is just like test month. AP tests.
What do you mean?
Left and right.
Test month.
You know, left and right. You know, every which way.
Yeah.
All around the corner.
Right.
I got AP Psych this week.
Ooh.
AP Bio.
Ooh.
Next week I have AP Stats.
Ooh.
And that's it. But, you know, there's 3.
I already had mine. I had my AP Computer Science test. I smoked and rolled it. Easy. Not even a problem. I actually didn't study for it, and that's not a lie. I'm just that good at it.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm supposed to get my results back, but, you know, I really enjoyed the part of the test where it started an hour late.
You can't talk about it. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Where I started an hour late.
Your score.
Where I started an hour late, and then I got out an hour and a half after school ends. So that was pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if I was in that position, I
and
would think
also,
cool.
Can you believe this? There are no computers allowed on the test. Huh? How are you gonna
think that's very strange.
That's crazy.
Like, I know that it's just because they're testing your knowledge of code and you like have to write it down.
Yeah.
But there will never be a scenario like where you're a computer programmer and your boss is going to be like, "Yeah, no, don't test that code. Don't run it.
Don't run it.
It's not good. Uh-oh. Too bad."
I also love how
you get to see it work. No, you get fired.
There are so many questions on the test. It's like, what's the output of this thing? And it's like, man, I wouldn't have to think about this if I just, like, you know, in a real life scenario, you just
like
have it. And then you press run.
And then you could just, you know, tell.
You could just know.
I was in concert. I mean, I dropped out, but I was there, so I do know.
Yeah.
How it's supposed to work.
Yeah, so
I think the test is weird, but
there were a lot of people, a lot of my peers, I should say, that studied a lot for this test, and they probably did well. And there were a lot of my peers who did not study and also did not give a shit. and probably
And also
did not
did well.
do well.
Oh.
No.
Well,
no.
you said you didn't study and you thought you did well.
Okay, well, let's take a step back here. I've been programming in Java for 4 years, so
That's fair.
there's a little bit of a discrepancy between people who just learned it and me, who is a genius,
Right.
a
Correct.
future Bill Gates. And I'll actually
Gotta watch
be
out.
better than Bill Gates because I won't get divorced, because I won't get married. Losers.
That's all.
That's all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was
We could
really
talk-
easy.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually wanted to give away all the answers to the test right here. Do you mind if I do that? I'll just read off the answers
ahead.
right now. Yeah, I have them written down.
If you had them, you should, but I know that you don't.
Okay, well, I actually do. I'm on my phone right here. I got it. So number 1 is A. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is A. And to get the other
I'm actually
37,
checking.
you have to pay for my pro course on... What's that one website that they have, like, celebrities do and they teach a course?
Cameo. Oh,
No.
no. He's celebrities.
No.
I don't know. Well, you said celebrities.
I
I was
don't
like, Cameo!
You can buy my pro course at buymyprocourse.com.
That's the one.
There's a website for that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You mean like Skillshare?
No. Well, like Skillshare, but taught by celebrities. It's like, Michael Jordan, here's my course on how to play basketball. Masterclass. Join my masterclass today on
Why is
literally
saying Michael
just
Jordan
the answers for
making me
the
think of
AP
that?
test. I don't know.
I think that those things are so stupid. You get like the ads.
Masterclass?
This is how to get any woman you want. Join this free course.
It's not. That's just not what the...
This is how to hack the government. Join this free course to hack into Facebook and get
This is
hired
true.
instantly.
Yeah.
It's no, it won't happen.
Right. It just
Or
won't.
like all those courses that are like, yeah,
Sometimes
I
it
became
does.
a millionaire off of doing this, and you should do this. Which is great and all, but
That is great.
speaking of which, in the news... Speaking of future rich people, Dogecoin.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. You not want to talk about this?
I just don't think there's a lot to talk about. We can
It's
talk
an
about
important
Dogecoin.
acknowledgement. Oh, actually, it went down. That stinks. Dogecoin almost hit $1.
It did. This is
So,
true.
Good for them. I'm very proud.
Yeah, I'm glad that their
of the
Ponzi scheme
Dogecoin
is doing well. That's awesome.
Do you really think it's a Ponzi scheme?
I think so. How else would you classify it?
I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I don't know what else it would be classified as. I mean, it's literally just a bunch
I
of
don't
people
think
who
it's
are,
a legit.
like, yeah, if we all
cryptocurrency.
buy this thing, I think it's a legit cryptocurrency.
I don't think so. I don't think it has value.
I mean,
don't
it
think
doesn't.
it has inherent value, unlike
I don't
Bitcoin.
think it does either. But like
or-
Bitcoin sort of became that way because we decided that it had inherent value. You know what I mean?
Sure, but there was like
Like it's
you
like
know,
actual money. Like technically, it's just a piece of paper. But everyone agrees that it's, like this slip that has a 1 on it is worth $1.
right.
And then everyone collectively was like, yeah, that shiny coin that's in my wallet and that's not actually real, yeah, that's worth $60K.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it does make sense. No, but obviously anything can have value. But
Yeah.
Dogecoin, it's literally a meme. The mascot
Yes.
of the coin is a meme. You can't make that
I
up.
saw one yesterday at my track meet.
A Doge?
And my friend Ryan was like, dude, look, it's the Dogecoin dog.
It's the Dogecoin.
I was
dog.
like, shut up.
That's awesome.
I don't even own any Dogecoin, but like I'm into investing, so I figured I would bring it up. But it's currently at 55 cents.
Which is more than it was worth a long time ago.
A lot more, actually. Which is weird because it's legitimately a joke.
It is actually just, and for
But I
that
guess-
reason, that's why I don't think it's a currency.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that all cryptocurrency is like that. Like, technically, none of it is worth anything, really.
Really, yeah. I mean, by that logic, then dollars also aren't worth anything because they're just paper.
I mean, technically. Yeah.
Gold is the only thing with real value, then.
No, that's just metal.
I mean, okay, sure.
But, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, all cryptocurrency is really just, like,
yes,
fake. I hate that it's doing that.
You're really just...
I've been messing with my hair a lot today. I got a haircut the other day, and I didn't like it, and it's just kind of, like, growing back weird, and I'm,
Yeah.
Those are the worst. That. I have prom next weekend, too, so I'm like, I don't want my hair to look dumb or anything.
I got you. Yeah. Nah, but, like, I don't know. Cryptocurrency's weird. No one understands it, which is crazy.
That's the best part, dude.
That's not the best part. Let me tell you,
I'm going to shout him out right now because this is the cryptocurrency community that I'm part of, and I think it's dope, but it also technically has no inherent value. And that's SafeMoon, which has been in the news, like, a lot recently.
Really?
Like, way more than I expected.
That's cool.
And so that's cool. And people are, like, talking about it. Like, now that Dogecoin is, like, spiked and people are like, oh my god, Dogecoin is huge. People are like, well, if that can happen to, like, some meme coin, why can't it happen to any other coin? And it's, like, number one on, like, the main crypto. Like, if there's this website called Coinbase.
Yeah.
Where you, like, monitor the prices of different cryptocurrencies. It is, like, the number one cryptocurrency on people's watch list. And I was like, that's weird. And I invested in it back in, like, late March, early April. When it was worth, like...
Not a lot.
And now it's worth, like...
a little bit more.
A little bit more. But it's, like, it's just kind of fun to watch. And I'm just going to leave it there and see what happens when I get out of college.
Sure.
Because it was money that I didn't really need, and I was like, okay, like, investing would be cool, and, like, if I lose this money, I'm not gonna, like, not be able to go to college or anything.
Yeah.
So I kind of put it in there, and then I was like, well, let's see what happens. And then it went well.
That's what it is at the end of the day. It's just, like, a high-risk stock.
Yeah. That's what's strange about it. I mean, there's such, like, normally you buy a stock, and it's like, let's say you buy stock in Tesla. And you buy, like, 3 shares of Tesla. Well, that's, like, $1,800.
Yeah.
And, like, over time, like, yeah, it'll probably steadily become more, and then maybe it's worth $800, and you make $600. That's great. But cryptocurrency, it's worth, like, tiny fractions of a cent. So even with, like, $10, you could buy, like, hundreds of thousands. And then if for some reason that cryptocurrency ever went up to being $1, you would...
Make a lot of money.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Like, if SafeMoon ever went up to be $1, I would be extremely rich.
It is literally just like horse racing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which, like, the Kentucky Derby was the other day. I don't think anyone cares about that anymore, but...
No. Horse racing is weird.
Is it?
It's so weird.
I guess so.
Yeah. We're just going to move on from cryptocurrency. You should buy SafeMoon. That's my shout out.
Okay. It skyrockets right now. Immediately after we post
it's going to skyrocket today, on Tuesday, when this is being posted. Anywho.
The Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby. Horse racing is weird.
There's 3 of them. Not 3 really? Kentucky Derbies, but 3 big races. The Triple Crown.
In the race.
No. What are the 3 races of the Triple Crown? It's the Kentucky Derby, and then it's the other
Indy 500.
The Indy 500.
That's not one of them. That's cars.
And it's the Indy 500.
And then NASCAR.
No, it's the World Cup.
Right. The Olympic Games.
Those are our 3 horse racing events.
Okay. Horse racing.
Mr. Google, events. Man, thank you. I'm going to take a sip of water while you're doing that.
Top 10 major horse racing events worldwide 2020.
No, top 10. We're just look up Triple Crown. What are you doing? Do you even know how to Google?
Crown. Yes, I do, but I didn't know it was called the Triple Crown.
I just said it, bro.
Crown.
Okay. I'm going to Google it first. Triple Crown.
Horses.
Races. Don't Google horses. No.
I don't think that the Triple Crown is what
The
you
Belmont
think
and the Preakness. There it is. Boom. Those are the 3 horse races.
You know what? I'm not good at Googling because I use Bing.
You know what? That's a fair... Yeah.
So, there's that.
You're good at binging, though.
I'm good at Binging.
You really are Microsoft's little pawn, aren't you?
I'm actually thinking about buying a MacBook. So I feel a little bad.
What do you use? Microsoft Teams?
No. We're on Discord right now. I don't use a single Microsoft product other than Windows. And I guess Bing.
I don't either, yeah.
I only use Edge because it's optimized for Windows. Like, I get 30% more battery life, like, on a single charge when I use Edge as compared to Chrome.
Yeah.
But that's because Chrome is like, RAM? You know?
Exactly.
It does do that.
It does do that. Oh.
There's Finley.
There's Finley. There's my new dog. I got a new
He's so
dog.
Cute.
He's a little devil.
I know you think he's annoying and stinky and he's the worst, but he's cute.
Well, every dog is stinky.
You mean like smelly or like stinky? Like, oh, he's so
no, like they all
cute.
smell like dogs.
That's true. But like, yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Dogs smell like
dogs.
Isn't that crazy?
That's going to be the title.
That's not going to be the title.
There it is.
No.
Please put that as the title.
No.
Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about.
What are we going to talk about? This episode is just us saying, what are we going to talk about for the podcast?
Yeah. Well, because it's Mother's Day, and we have been spending time with our mothers all day.
This is true.
I don't know about you. I saw my mom. Well, I live with her, so of course I saw her. I saw my mom's mom. I saw my dad's mom today. I even saw my mom's boyfriend's mom. I saw so many moms today.
That's a lot of moms.
That was 4 moms. There's a lot of moms to enjoy there.
That's like 3 more moms than you
I also saw my aunt. That's another mom. That's 5 moms.
That's a lot of moms.
Yeah. And I saw my girlfriend's mom yesterday.
Okay, all right.
So that's going to be 6 moms celebrated this Mother's Day.
I'm glad that you're keeping track.
How many moms you got?
1?
Celebrating today. I mean, I only have 1 mom too, but...
1.
No? Okay. So...
Happy Mother's Day. Give your mom a call.
Day, everyone.
Hey, look, this is being posted on Tuesday. If you listen to this and you didn't talk to your mom...
Call her.
You're late, bro.
She loves you.
Well, not necessarily. We can't
Maybe
assume.
not.
Henry, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. And is that what we really want for our podcast here?
No.
I'm glad that you learned your lesson.
I'm glad you agree.
So what are we going to talk about on the podcast?
I mean, we've already been talking for like 23 minutes. So we found useless information such as cryptocurrency, rich.
That's all this is just useless information.
I mean, pretty much. We're just kind of talking about what's up.
Yeah. And there are a couple things up.
There are.
But what's down?
I was going to make some sort of like Australia reference, but I think that wouldn't be funny. So I decided against it.
That would be funny, though. You could do that. Do you want to run it again?
That's okay.
No, let's
what's
do it
down?
again.
The men under.
No, yeah. I'll say what's here. We'll run it. I'll run the conversation back. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We're not gonna do this bit.
No, we're not.
This just isn't funny.
This is a dumb bit. We're cutting this out.
It was a dumb bit. We're not cutting any of this out.
Okay. So, on the topic of what's down.
Yeah.
Besides the land under.
Australia.
To The Land Down Under by Men at Work. Also
the song.
Australia.
New Zealand, too.
Yeah, New Zealand's cool.
People forget about them.
We were talking about my grandma's 75th birthday is actually going to be this year.
That's cool.
So we were planning out a trip for her. And we think that we're going to go to Costa Rica. Which I have only been out of the United States once.
To Canada
for a soccer tournament.
So fucking predictable.
In the 7th grade, where I lost 24-3.
Damn.
And then, wrong. 24-0 and then 27-3. It was pretty close both times.
I'm glad that you remembered the score.
Yes. Had to be accurate, just in case anyone I know is watching,
Yeah, sure.
They're not, but you never know.
Keep the score. Look, one day there may be some random sports journalist that will be looking up games, and that one game may have been important for some random statistic that they're looking at, and they're going to come to this episode and find this and use it as a resource, and we will be credited.
Okay.
In a sports journal.
That sounds great. Speaking of credited, I just finished my final English paper.
That's awesome. What's it about? Great. You told
it's
me
about genetic
before.
Modification, actually.
Yeah, that is cool.
Which is something that I am actually decently knowledgeable about, despite not wanting to major in it in college at all.
I'm knowledgeable about a lot of things that I will never use.
That's true. But I legitimately think it's interesting and have a passion for it. Yeah. And when I was looking into college, I was like, architecture. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. Are cool. I like to design things. It's like a combination of engineering and art. There we go. Some of my favorite things right there. Oh, also, I think I said this time that I was going to...
Are you not going to go into more... Oh, yeah, sure, you can do that.
Would you like me to talk more about my research paper?
I was going to... is that all you were going to say? You were just going to mention that you did it? Oh.
I was just going to... No, I can talk about it. It's interesting stuff.
Okay, well, you got to show your self-portrait from last time. Keep good on your promise. Which we always keep good on our promise here. Whoa!
Take a second to focus.
Look at that!
Me, that actually looks really bad at the angle. Here's the reference photo. Maybe that'll make it look better.
You kept the reference photo too?
Well, I had to take a picture next to it to
Oh, okay. I got you. It looks incredibly similar.
Nope.
That just made it worse.
Way worse, actually.
Yeah.
What if I hold it out here?
No. That's as good as you're gonna get right there. That's it.
Whatever.
Boom.
Okay. That sucks. It looks better in real life. Promise. Anywho, I was proud. I haven't taken it.
Thank you for sticking with us through that, audio listeners. That was awesome.
Yeah, actually, that's probably horrible. I'm really sorry. They were like, "Wow, that's such a great image of Henry's self-portrait," which I can't see.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we're actually mostly on audio platforms, so. I'll create a visual image. Imagine my face in black and white, and the lighting is only coming from the bottom. That's it.
Like you're telling a ghost story at a campfire.
Genetic modification. I have this guy, my teacher.
Right.
Should I say his name? Is that okay?
Probably not, just to be safe.
Probably not. He's a professor. He's a college professor. He's a cool dude. Funny guy. One time, I walked into class, and he was talking out loud, and he goes, "Time to type in my password. Henry is cool." And I went, "Oh, thanks, Professor." And he said, "I put it as that because no one would ever guess it." And I was like, wow.
This is true, though. No one would ever guess that.
No one would ever guess that. I wouldn't even guess that.
Let me tell you,
I don't think I'm that cool.
As someone who has messed in depth with cracking passwords, that password would be cracked very quickly.
Yeah.
So
cool. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's not his password. He was just poking fun at me.
Yeah.
Anywho, so this guy.
Do you know it could be his password?
It's not.
Okay.
I'm 100% sure.
All right.
Because we talked
Continue.
about it. He was like,
Continue.
Yeah, no. But so this final paper on genetic modification, I'm now done with the class. I finished May 6th. Feels good, honestly. I ended with a 90. I got like an 85 on the paper.
Nice.
Which, considering that it was like my final and I only had like a week to do research and then write it, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
So yeah, there's actually.
But what was the paper about?
So it's about the genetic modification of human embryos.
Yeah.
And the ethical.
So like stem cell research.
It's stem cell research is like in that field because it involves genetic modification. And like taking out cells and replacing them and such, but like it's more of like the general field. Like CRISPR and stuff doesn't have to necessarily be used with stem cells.
Yeah.
like they used genetic modification in like the 70s to create like
A
insulin.
sheep. Oh.
And a sheep too. Yeah, they did clone a sheep. That's
They did
cool. I didn't
clone
talk about
sheep.
that in my paper though.
Damn.
But like they made like growth hormone to help treat people who are going to be born with like dwarfism, and they use insulin. I mean, they can't like they just recreated human insulin to help use for like diabetic patients. They can't cure diabetes yet, but it's possible.
We could be getting
really
there.
Cool. And my whole paper, like the last section, we had to do a bunch of perspectives and like arguing points and like why this is good and bad and like the economical side and like the moral side and whatever. But like the last perspective of my paper talks about how like the procedure is obviously very expensive, and even just like sequencing a human genome to see what's in it is like $5,000.
Yeah.
The first genome ever sequenced was like $3 million. Now it is significantly less expensive. It's like $5,000. I think it takes like 3 days or something like that. But so that's just like the sequencing to actually like find out what's in it, and then modifying it is a whole nother thing. And like you got to pay doctors and get the machines and all of that, and it's super expensive.
Right.
So the last perspective of my paper talks about how like since it'll only be affordable to the super rich, there's a possibility of creating like a dystopian like upper class that's just like genetically perfect, and like they're all like athletic build, super high metabolism, like sharp jawline, whatever color eyes you want, whatever color hair. I don't know, like desirable traits.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. You can pick if you want to have freckles or not, or like your certain like how strong your immune system is, your predisposition to certain diseases. It's really, really interesting.
A long list of things.
Long list of things. Your genetics pretty much control everything.
That's some...
Not everything, but most things.
That's some Big Brother 1984 shit right there.
Yeah, that's some big George Orwell shit right there.
Yeah, Orwellian. Throw that word out in a...
There's actually a book. There's a book about it that's like referenced in one of the sources that I used, but I didn't talk about it in my paper, so I don't remember the name. Or maybe it's a movie. I don't remember. But there was like a thing where when people were born, they were modified to be like perfect, and there was like a class between people who were like perfect and like had some genetic modifications, and then people who were just like normal. But yeah, it was interesting, and I had never really considered like how the technology could be used to create like social gaps. Because there's definitely an economic wealth gap in the United States.
Really?
Sure. I know, right? Shock.
Yeah.
But like, imagine there being like I don't even know how to describe this, but like, you're literally just better. Like, it's just you could just have a better. I mean, not that. I guess that's the case
you could
now.
just have a better life.
Having more money does technically lead to you having a better life because you get better healthcare, and
better standard of life. Yeah.
But like. Almost perfect standard of life because you're just like rich,
because you just paid a lot of money,
and you could like you could like eradicate diseases forever by removing them from the population.
Yeah, if it ever becomes like affordable to do that.
Yeah,
cost
and that's
effective.
like the whole goal. They're trying to get it down to like $1,000 to like sequence a genome, which is still expensive, but like it's I guess. Like more coverable by insurance. That's really cool stuff.
Sure. Yeah, no, that is cool. The amount of work that goes into that, I can't even imagine. Finding out what each genome says, and then figuring out what thing corresponds to what trait.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, they can they can sequence it and look at like all the acids and bases that make up each sequence of DNA, but then they're like, cool, so what does this control?
So what does it do? Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to think too. Do you think, not that you would know this because I don't know this. And
I would know this though.
But you might know this.
I'm very smart.
Do you think that you could make someone's eye color like purple? Like that doesn't naturally occur.
Right.
But you could probably do something to make someone's eye purple.
Maybe. Did you see, I remember a news story from a couple years back. There was this surgery that you could do to put like a star in your eye. Like a little outline of a star. in your like a tattoo on your eye, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It costs a lot of money, and a lot of people did not get what they wanted. They were very badly injured, but you could do it. So,
why would I pay a lot of money to get very badly injured?
That's just football.
I guess so. That is how it is. But, like, I know that medicine is expensive, but the United States is, like, the only nation with privatized healthcare, which I'm not saying is wrong. I mean,
This is true.
It's fine, I guess.
It would be cool if it was free, though.
It would be cool. It would be cool.
It would be cool.
I mean, just putting it out there. I'd be down to pay more taxes to have free healthcare.
I'd be down.
But
just make each cigarette box like $100. Done. Problem solved. Sorry, addicts.
That's how you get people to quit smoking. You're like, all right, that box, $1,000.
$1,000.
I mean, people would just steal them then.
People don't gamble chips anymore. They just gamble cigarette boxes. It's an underground market.
I mean, that would definitely happen.
It would.
I think they've been doing a really good I mean, like, our generation, and I think even just generally, like, the Truth Group and whatever, who are all about, like, anti-smoking and anti-vaping.
They've done a pretty good job.
They've done a great job.
Yeah. Numbers have plummeted. Smokers' numbers go down to 0%. Claps all around.
Hooray.
Nice.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. I really hate anti-vaping ads.
Really?
Because they're all directed to us,
Yeah.
So some of them try to be super hip and trendy, and some of them show up way too much.
I don't really get them that often.
Did you know that vaping you can inhale toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs?
That's why we created Metal Monsters to show you how scary
Metal
vaping
Monsters.
is.
I swear to God, I've gotten that ad almost 1,000 times now.
But you know that they spent time rendering Metal Monster to look horrific. And that is why I never started vaping.
You know what?
The sole reason. That's the only one. I didn't want Metal Monster roaming around inside my lungs,
I was at the vape store the other day. I was about to cop, but then my mind flashbacks.
Metal
Monsters.
I went, oh my gosh, I don't want that inside of me. And then you just didn't.
That's actually so funny.
I have the greatest excuse of all time.
You have asthma.
Yeah. And so people aren't... So
it's not really an excuse, that's just a health concern.
Yeah, well, okay, but that's what I mean. So no one's going to be like, yeah, let's offer the asthmatic kid, like, a cigarette. Like, I'm going to be honest.
Sure.
Aerobically and in terms of, like, respiratory health, I am totally fine.
Yeah.
And, like, 99% of the time, I don't even need my inhaler for any reason, even after I run. Like, if I run really hard, I mean, like, sometimes I have trouble getting oxygen to my brain, and, like, or not to my brain, but just, like, through my system in general.
I was going to say, to your brain, that's a bit of a problem.
That would be really bad. But, through my body as a whole.
Right.
And so a lot of that time, like, it's gotten a little bit worse. And, like, this year, I've gotten sick multiple times at track just because, like, it's been bad. And, like, the weather's been really cold this year.
It has been cold.
A little bit thinner. It's been so weird. It snowed today.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
It didn't fucking snow. You're joshing me, bro.
I'm not
kidding. It snowed by you?
100%.
That's crazy.
I had to go out and scrape off my car this morning.
No way, actually?
I'm not kidding you, no.
That's insane.
But, like, the weather this year has been so bad. And so it's been bad. And so my asthma has not been helping me. But that's great, because that means that if anyone's ever like, hey, you want a hit? I'm going to be like, sorry, got asthma.
If you're ever in that position.
And then I just really over-dramatize it. So they're like, oh, shit. But, like, you're okay if I do it, right? I'm like, I don't care.
You don't care about getting secondhand smoke?
No, I do. Like, do it away from me. I don't care if you do it. I'll be your friend and whatever if you vape. But don't do it around me.
I won't be your friend if you vape.
I don't appreciate that. Do you know that... yeah, that's true. I don't have any friends that vape. Like, I'm not gonna.
That's just not our
you.
friend group.
I'm not gonna judge you. Like, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care.
I'm just gonna think you're stupid.
But if
and you are.
No, I 100% agree. But if you're gonna do it like over there. Like, let me exit and then go over there.
Yeah,
that's it.
That would
my
be.
vape is over here. It's really cool.
Oh really? Is it?
I'll show it off.
Is it charging?
No.
That's you just.
It actually just comes in a cartridge. It tells me how many hits I can take. Let me tell you, dude. When I got this thing from the pharmacy, this is like the new one.
Yeah.
The old
the
one
new
was
model,
blue and it was like way bigger, and it had like a red cap instead of a white one, and it didn't have this little thing on the back. But this one tells you how many uses of Zopanex you have left. It's sick.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, this isn't even Zopanex. Okay, I guess I actually switched medicine, and I didn't know.
And you didn't even know.
That's
awesome.
This is albuterol sulfate HFA inhalation aerosol.
Nice. Yeah.
And so that does this.
I know a couple people on that, yeah.
On this or on vape?
Both.
This sounds cooler too. Ready? Listen to this. That was lame. 1 second. Here we go.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
That's so
that
much better
sick.
than a vape. Want to know what noise vaping makes? It makes like that crackling noise that sounds like there's a campfire in your lungs. That's horrible.
It's
just
well,
like a nice,
it's actually really cool, Henry.
No.
Vaping is bad.
Yes, it is. I'm glad that I have an excuse because, like then people aren't insistent about it. I mean, I do, but like some people,
yeah,
like,
then people
no,
are
I don't
insistent
want to. And
about it.
people are like, you should. I can be like, no, I'll die. Do you want that on your hands? And they're like, fair enough.
Fair enough.
So yeah. Don't succumb to peer pressure, kids.
Nice.
And adults. Happens to everyone.
Good lesson. Don't succumb to peer pressure. You say that if it's just that easy. Just don't succumb.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
It's on my desk. Just in case.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. That's annoying. I do this a lot.
Want to know what I want to talk about, actually?
What do you want to talk about? And
so
why haven't you talked about it until right now?
Well, because I've been sitting in this chair forever, and I've realized that I need a new chair. And I'm upgrading everything in my little setup before I go to college so that I can just bring it with me. And I always get this ad for this one chair on Instagram. I don't remember what it's called, but it's just it's a nice chair. It looks comfortable. It's got some lumbar support.
Sure.
It's got like a mesh netting in the back. Like, it looks cool. And it's like a gaming chair or whatever.
It's a gamer chair. Is it a gaming racing chair?
No, it's not one of those ones.
Are you just going into Instagram and seeing the first
I
ad
thought
that pops up?
I pulled it up on Safari, and I thought that I had it, but I don't.
You just don't.
But it was like some website, and they were like, "Yeah, it's 15% off." I was like, "Oh, great! It's probably like $200. I can get it 15% off. That's like $170. That's fine." I look at it, and this chair is like $700, and I was like,
"Huh?" But 15% off, you get a big bargain.
No, the $700 was with 15% off. I was like, "What? It's a chair." My sofa
crazy.
doesn't cost that much, and it's like 5 people.
Okay, well, I guess it depends on the quality of the sofa.
It's like an alright sofa.
I don't know what sofa you're getting for $700.
It's kind of falling apart.
Yeah, that's really old.
No, it's not old. It's like it's a nice sofa. It's just the fact that everyone like sits like on the arms of the sofa. Like everyone sits on this one, so it's kind of like falling off the frame.
Oh, okay.
Like it hasn't yet, but my mom's very much like, "Don't touch it. It'll fall."
That's always good to see.
That's great, actually.
Yeah.
You love to see it. But yeah, so I've been looking for everything. I'm gonna get a pop filter finally. I might just order that now. I feel bad because
did you not just order it?
No, I didn't, because I decided I was gonna put everything in my cart at once. But I should probably just order it now.
Before we started the podcast,
nope, I did. I said I was going to order a pop filter.
You said I'm going to do it right now, and I thought you did it.
Oh, see, I actually came to the conclusion.
I actually lied.
No, it's not that I lied. I just said that I was going to buy it all at once. But you know
That's
what? I don't
fair.
need to.
No, that's fair.
Pop filter.
If you really want to
you know
take
what?
away the content from the good people, I get it. It's fine. It's all good.
I'm not taking it away. I'm just adding.
This is not adding. You know, sometimes
adding.
subtracting is adding.
It is.
In an art kind of way, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you erase, and your erase really adds.
Dude, that's how I
the
made that
content.
self-portrait.
You erased.
It was a subtractive method. We covered it in graphite.
Okay, well, you did not
and
do
charcoal.
that.
I did.
You did not cover the whole thing in graphite and then erase.
It was actually charcoal, but I did, yes.
Okay, well, look at me. I'm expensive. I can afford the
Well, I don't have to pay for it.
crazy
The school just gave
materials.
it to
No,
us.
you paid for it. Your family actually funds the program. They donated.
I mean, yeah, I guess
it's
so.
the art program funded by the Henry family with a
it's
gracious,
taxes.
gracious donation of $500 million.
No.
You don't have to hide from your amazingly wealthy family, Henry.
Right. I do live in a very rich area, actually. Very rich.
Yeah.
That first part's actually not a lie. I do live in a very rich area, but I am not very
we
rich.
get it. It's fine. You don't have to.
You go to a private school, okay? Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
I go to public school. Public school's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I went to a track meet the other
I just think
week
it depends.
at a private school, and I looked up their tuition, and it cost $30,000 per kid. Let me tell you, they're not putting it towards their track because that thing was horrible.
Because they sucked.
I mean, like, their field was really nice, and the paint on the field was nice, and the football field looked great, but the track around it...
Yeah.
Spring sports are over now.
Not so
I
great.
had my last meet yesterday. The weather was
did
crap.
you? I felt like the season went by really quick.
I did.
But also, I just don't play sports. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, yesterday, I think I went into the worst restroom I've ever used in my whole life.
Really?
It's a great experience. Let me tell you, as a future architect, I plan on designing every prison bathroom that I ever design, which hopefully will be 0. But if I ever design a prison bathroom, it will be designed exactly like this. And that involves 2 rooms. So there's one room, and then there's like a wall in the middle that you can walk around. Like, you know, you walk in this side and you walk in out this side.
Okay,
But there's nothing in between it. So, you know, it's just a wall, but you can walk around both sides and get into the next room.
I got you.
So you walk in, and so you walk in behind this wall, and there's the bathroom. There's 3 stalls on the left, and then 2 sinks, and over here is a wall, which is nothing on it, and then there's a wall, like a divider, and then there's 2 troughs. Not urinals, troughs. Like, literally just like sinks, but like lower to the ground. You can't even flush them. There's just water constantly flowing into them.
Okay, well, that's weird.
If it was designed well, it could be cool. But like the pipes were rusted, and they looked like they were made out of bathtubs from like the 1940s, and no one wanted to just like walk over there and just kind of like pee because there was just no privacy in any way. So we were all just kind of like waiting for the stalls, and then there was a point where all 3 of them were clogged. So that was
fun.
Really cool. It was a great time. I had a great time. And the water was freezing, and the weather was like 38 degrees out, so you would wash your hands with the freezing water and then walk outside, and then the water would get even colder.
And you just get frostbite.
Yeah, it was great.
I actually can't believe that it's been so cold recently. I looked up the average temperature for this time of year, and the average low, so not even the average temperature, like the average low is 53, and all last week it's been low 40s.
Oh.
So if we're just talking like average temperature in general, it'd be like normally like 62 or 60, somewhere in that range.
That sounds great.
And then the average low is 10 degrees above what it's been for the past while.
I love Ohio.
Ohio's great.
It's the most affordable state to live in.
We've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We have... It's shaped like a pyramid. That's cool.
I don't think so.
It is.
How is it shaped like a pyramid?
Not entirely. It's a pyramid that goes like into a building. It is.
Okay.
It's shaped like a pyramid.
I just don't see that. I see shirts. It looks like a heart because I see shirts that are like, "Oh, I love Ohio," but then the heart is like the state of Ohio.
Like the state. Yeah, that is cool. It has a cool shape.
Yeah, it's trendy. My mom has like 5 different T-shirts that have that on it.
We have Ohio State here, which
this is
I'm
true.
going there.
The Ohio State University, as people choose
Find
to
me
call it.
amongst the
You have to put the
60,000 students.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to the Ohio State University. Everyone...
No, you have to.
No, that's dumb.
In one of my classrooms, they have a room where students who have graduated come back and they sign the wall. So they sign like their name, the year they graduated, and then what college they went to. Everyone on that wall who went to Ohio State University has the Ohio State University written down.
I would probably just write OSU.
Yeah.
It's like when I was looking in people's...
You
like,
would do that, so...
I found my my roommate through Instagram because like I signed up for the OSU Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was fine with him being my roommate because instead of saying like OSU class of 25, he just put OSU class of 25. And I was like, all right, he's not obnoxious.
He's got it. He's got it figured out.
I know that, I mean, it's like our state school. Some people who go to Ohio State are like super passionate about it. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to the Ohio State. Ohio.
State.
It's like, yeah, I mean, Ohio's cool.
University.
I love the school. It's really nice. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, the Ohio State University. You stink.
Well, not many people say that.
Go Buckeyes.
Yeah.
I will be saying
that's kind of a lame sports mascot, the Buckeyes.
It is a lame sports mascot. They're so bad.
But then again, I guess, points for being creative or whatever, because it's like the state whatever, right?
It's the state nut.
It's not the state nut.
Maybe
it is. I don't know. You're looking it up. But
what significance
no,
does
like
have?
points for being creative at least, because they're, they could have just done something lame, like the Tigers, Like, they didn't choose an overused animal. They could have chosen, like, a cool animal. Yeah, it's just a plant. Okay. State plant.
Yeah. See, I could have... My other two options were Cincinnati or University of Kentucky, both of which happen to be the Bearcats.
I didn't even know you were looking at University of Kentucky.
I didn't talk about it ever because I had absolutely no interest in in going there. I just applied and
okay.
They actually ended up giving me a really good scholarship, but I had already committed to OSU and I didn't really want to go there. So
plus out of state, so it's like
it's a big. Yeah. Oh, sorry. They're the Wildcats. Kentucky's the Wildcats. And Cincinnati's the Bearcats.
Cincinnati's definitely the Bearcats.
Which is like not a lame mascot, but.
Which is, well, it's dumb because bears and cats just aren't things. You can't just put those, like, oh, we're the
Bearcats.
We're the... No, but it's just like putting two random animals together. Like, oh, we're the, horsefish. Like, no, that doesn't really work.
Dude, we are starting a college and it will be called I don't even know what it's going to be called, but the mascot's going to be the horsefish.
The horsefish. That's awesome.
The horse is the bottom half and the fish is the top half.
Right. No, it has to be that way.
Can we make it actually like a centaur? Like it's got all 4 legs of a horse and it's just got like a fish popping off the top?
Seahorse. I just realized that's already a thing.
Oh man.
But that'd still be like kind of a sick mask, and like no one's the seahorses, Seahorses.
Seahorses are so cool.
They're tiny.
Small and
I'm just stating a fact. Like, what do you?
I thought you were like belittling them. You were like,
no,
tiny.
I'm not gonna belittle seahorses. They're
We're
in Finding
do an entire
Nemo, bro.
episode on the ocean. I really want to. The ocean is so cool. I wanted to be
let me
a marine
write that
biologist
down.
for the longest time.
Let me write that down. The ocean. episode.
The ocean.
Its own special. We should do a special episode where we get lost at sea.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
For like 30 days.
That's a horrible idea. I hate that idea.
Until some
I think that
Chinese shipping freighter
dope
comes and picks us up.
I think that we should sit in the ocean until the gas tank from the Chinese rocket that they launched in the atmosphere comes back down and hits us.
It hit near the Maldives. I don't know if
It
you've
did?
heard. Yeah.
I did hear that.
So that is pretty cool. I was hoping to get a chunk of it and sell it on eBay, but it didn't land near here. So
I feel like they'd probably make you return. I would not want it to land near here. That would be so bad.
Why not?
Dude, that would have such an impact.
Imagine if a big chunk of a Chinese spaceship landed in your backyard. You telling me the government wouldn't show up at your house next day and you're like, 10K, buddy. Take it or leave it. That's a business opportunity.
I don't think that you can do that.
Why not?
I don't know, but I don't think that you can. Like, I couldn't tell you why, but something's telling me that just wouldn't fly. You'd say,
not.
No, you can't have it. And then Joe Biden himself would show up at your house and be like, hey, it's me, Joe.
Executive order here.
Executive order, give me that.
He hands you like a special card. He hands you like a rain check
It's
from
not
a
even
mini
ours
golf
either.
place.
It's not even ours. It's the Chinese's rocket.
Yeah.
So, good that it landed closer to them than us.
Yeah, that is cool. No big explosions or anything like that. That's always nice to see.
I mean, the Earth is mostly water, but, like, there's still a decent chance it could just, like, end up in the land where people are alive.
Yeah, that is true. Good one.
Thanks.
I saw this, I think I saw it on Reddit. I know, I'm a bit of a Redditor. But,
I'm actually a mod.
I saw this map on Reddit. Someone made, like, an inverted map of the world where it was, like, all the land is the water and the water is the land. And I was like, that's cool.
I was like, wow. There's a lot of land on that map.
I just remember, I don't have anything to say about it. It was just,
That was it?
Cool. Yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water on the Earth.
I think there's a subreddit for just, like, interesting maps. Or, like, a Twitter account or something like that.
There's also a subreddit called Thalassophobia, which is about the fear of the ocean.
Oh, my God, don't.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just
Why does it exist?
Dude, it's horrible. Like, there's some stuff on there that I see and I'm like, that is so cool. And then there's some stuff on there that makes me go, eh.
Are you
Like when you
subscribed
talked
to r/thalassophobia?
I am, yes.
That's awesome.
And r/Leviathans.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't think that they're real. I mean, they're obviously not. Like, it's just pictures of, like, either drawings that people made of, like, various huge sea creatures, or
Leviathan
like,
fan art,
or like pictures of like huge squids.
Yeah,
like it's weird, and it's not like anything useful or educational, but like it just looks kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. Just art is cool in general.
Art is cool. Any like medium that portrays like big living things at like a with a scale to like a person that like shows how big it really is, I think is so cool.
Yeah, there is that really cool thing, that sense of scale that you get when. I'm just repeating what you said. What you said, but
that's okay. What I said.
I agree.
Like, I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus, but watching people play that game, well, I don't have
that game is so good.
So there's that.
It's really good.
I know. I'm very yeah. But like that's why I love. Like,
it's actually kind of dog
games.
shit though.
Oh really? Okay.
Well,
I think the concept is there. There's a game coming out soon. It's called like, I don't even
Shadow
know.
of
like,
the Colossus
like praise,
2.
No. Like Pray to the Gods or something like that.
Sure.
I don't even know. But there's like an indie game coming out.
Same
that's,
concept.
Like, based off of, yeah, and it's super cool. Pray to...
Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus is a...
Oh, that's actually what it's called. Okay, it's Pray for the Gods.
Okay. Good. I'm glad that we know. But Shadow of the Colossus is, like you said, a really good idea. And I think it's a game that every real, true gamer should play. Genuinely, I do believe that. Shadow of the Colossus, I think, is one of the best gaming experiences you can have, but there's a lot of dumb bullshit you have to mess around. Because there's some bosses in the game, some colossi, if you want to get specific Technical. With it. Some colossi that you just like sit around and wait for them to do the right thing, and the shitty AI really sucks, so it takes forever. Which I think some of those problems were fixed in the remake. I never played the remake, but I think it's a game everyone should play.
I'll try.
But it's got its problems, for sure.
There's so many PS4 games and like PS5 games that I really want to play. I should probably just get a PS5, but I just spent a bunch of money on a PC, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
One of the games that I really wanted to play, though, was Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's on Steam and the Epic Game Store now, so I can just play it on PC. Everything,
I think, that ends up on PS4 or PS5 always just makes its way to PC eventually.
Dude, if I ever got to play Spider-Man on the PC, life is complete. I love Spider-Man.
I know. I remember people saying it was really good, just not like groundbreaking or anything.
I could probably play that game and be like, "This is the greatest shit I've ever experienced in my whole life."
Okay, well, maybe you're giving it too much credit.
I just really like Spider-Man. It's like me and Pikmin 3.
Sure.
Like, it's a great game, but I overhype Pikmin 3 like nothing else. I feel like Pikmin 3 is an essential gaming experience. If you haven't played it, you have to, and you will like it no matter what. Like, not everyone's going to like it. That's just...
No, Pikmin 3 is not an essential gaming experience. I can't say that it is.
I mean, I love it. It is top 3 games for sure. Might even be my favorite game ever. But that doesn't mean everyone likes it.
What is an essential gaming experience for you?
Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii.
Okay, unironically, but one of the best platformers.
If you have never played, like if you've played Mario,
fine,
and you thought it was like, you know, it was fun, it was great. Yeah. The music was catchy, the levels were diverse.
Sure, which is not a word I would use to describe
at all.
Mario
if you
no.
thought that,
you're wrong.
Country Returns. Even any of like the original... Actually, I haven't even played the original game, so I can't say. I have them on my 3DS, but my charger broke, so I can't use it. Gotta buy a new charger.
Yeah.
I'll order that with a pop
You're not gonna buy it, though. I
will. No, dude, I need my 3DS.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Dude,
Henry, you have a Switch.
3DS. I do, but I can't play the original Donkey Kong Country on my Switch. And I already beat Tropical Freeze.
That's fair, I guess.
You know? Like, there are just some games on the 3DS that I don't have on my Switch.
I don't think it's worth your time.
It's going to be like $15.
All right.
I already spent like $40 like modding my 3DS so that I could get a bunch of games.
And you did get a bunch of games.
I did. If I played through every game on my 3DS, I think I could probably never use another game console again.
I don't think that's true because I think a lot of the games on the 3DS are horse shit.
That's true.
So
I only downloaded the ones that I was like, oh my god, I've been wanting to play
like Face Raiders. Remember Face Raiders?
Well, that's not really a game. That's more of like...
I'm sorry, hold on. Did you just call Face Raiders not really a game?
I mean, it's a game, I guess, but...
What do you mean, I guess?
Okay, before I stray hold on, one second.
Okay.
If you've played a Mario game and you thought it was great and you had fun, please play Donkey Kong and then tell me... One of the platformers, not 64.
Sure.
Play Donkey Kong... I think Country Returns for the Wii or Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for the 3DS is the best one. By far, not even close.
Awesome. I agree with you on that. In
like,
other
Tropical
words...
Freeze was good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say also fuck you because Face Raiders is a real game, okay?
It's not that it's not a game, but like it's not, you know.
You know what?
Like
Here, I'll give you this. Face Raiders isn't a game. It's something more than that, you know? Face Raiders is the human experience in a way. Face Raiders is just what every game should strive to be, in my opinion. For those who
3DS
don't
is
know,
dead.
yeah, because the charger broke, we get it. For those who don't know, Face Raiders is a game where you take pictures of people's face and then you aim around with motion controls and shoot little robots with the picture of the face that you took.
Do you remember
And it's
3DS
awesome.
AR cards? It is
I
awesome.
remember 3DS AR cards.
Actually, I think they have them right here.
There's no way you have them. Should I get mine?
They're all in here somewhere. They're all on my desk right here. Oh, also,
I'm not
guess
gonna bother.
guess what's the first one after the question mark to show up?
Pikmin.
Pikmin.
Boom.
The rest are in here somewhere. I'm not gonna pull them out. But like, the games that you could play with this on the
They were
3DS
actually
are
fun.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
And it was cool for the time. Like, the technology was just like, whoa, that's actually really cool.
dude,
It's
I had a
not...
2DS at first, and I bought it. I don't know, when I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
I saved. I like did chores around the house for like a year, and bought a 2DS and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. And then later, when I got an actual job, like 3 years ago, I got this bad boy.
The Space Edition of the 3DS.
Dude, this 3DS XL is one of the greatest purchases I've ever made in my whole life.
It is genuinely one of my favorite things that I own. Like, I got
Pokemon
so
X
much
in it.
use out of it.
Same, dude. This
The
thing
value
great.
is crazy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially now because you could like hack your 3DS, and I mean, I'm not saying you can do this because Nintendo will be upset at you.
Especially now, since you can just, scam Nintendo.
I mean, dude, they discontinued it. Like, what am I gonna do?
No, they did. That's fair.
So I think it's fine now.
I think if they discontinue something, you should just be able to do whatever the fuck you want with it. They should just put everything up for free.
Well, no, okay. Yeah, yes, they should.
But anyone can do it, though, so it's like...
Yeah,
You know.
But I'm just saying, like, this thing is great. This thing is wonderful.
Yeah, no, the 3DS is awesome.
But like, so I didn't even get the AR cards until I got my new 3DS. I was like 16 at the time, and that shit was still impressive. I was like, oh my god, I can like shoot, I can fish,
Yeah.
dude. Because like that was like when
Crazy.
Pokemon Go was a thing too, and I was like, wow, this is cool. And then I played AR games on my 3DS. I was like, augmented reality is so cool.
Yeah, even though this was developed like 4 years before Pokemon
And
Go.
then, dude, no way. But then I found out that you could get a heads-up display on like nicer cars. Whoa. That's like AR too in my car.
AR2.
AR in my car. Even worse.
AR, car, AR, car AR.
Yeah.
Car R.
It's cool stuff. But
Yeah, I
before I
remember.
get off track.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. Last
We've
time
got
I'm
it.
going to mention it. Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii or the 3DS. Play it. You will not regret it. One of my favorite games of all time. Essential gaming experience. There you go.
I remember for my birthday, the year the original 3DS came out, I got it for my birthday. And the AR cards were the first thing I did. That was the first game in quotations that I played on my 3DS. And I remember my dad being like, oh shit, this is actually like really cool. Like for that time, that technology just wasn't out for consumers. That just wasn't a thing that people were used to. And now there are a million apps that do it on your phone. So
There's a billion.
yeah.
I mean,
What are
that's
you
just
looking at?
3DS chargers.
Oh, are you really?
Uh-huh.
That's
Dude, I did not get the sickest device in the world just to have my charger crap out and not be able to use it.
yeah, that's fair.
They even updated Minecraft for the new 3DS. How is it?
Did they?
Horrible. But you can't play it. I really wanted to boot. That's why I wanted to pull it out. I was going to boot it up and look at Minecraft. It was
No
so bad.
shot, bro.
They made like a Minecraft edition of the new 2DS.
Is Caves and
everything.
Cliffs coming to the new 3DS?
I don't. The Nether update didn't even come in. Let me tell you.
Oh, really? Damn.
Oh yeah. It's been a
That
while.
sucks. Yeah.
I don't even think the combat update is in there.
1.9?
It runs very, very. It doesn't
Poorly.
even run bad. I think the render distance is really what does it. Yeah.
And also, it's just shit to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your phone runs it better.
Well, it's just
like
funny because
the iPad Generation 1 runs it better.
To move around, you got this bad boy to obviously walk around, and then you have this.
Is that actually how you...
That is actually it.
That's awesome.
That's why it only runs on the new ones, because they have a C-stick.
Yeah.
Because since I could download like any game to crazy. Any 3DS, I downloaded Minecraft to my little brother's 3DS, which is an older one and doesn't have the joystick.
And it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Like, it won't even let you open it.
You can only look in one direction.
You can only walk forwards and backwards and left and right. Once you spawn into the world, that's it.
You can't ever look around. That's awesome.
Dude, that would be a great, like, run-through of Minecraft.
But I don't look around.
Minecraft speedrun, but I can't look anywhere.
I can't move my head. There's a YouTube video in there somewhere.
We should stream Minecraft for the Nintendo
30
3DS.
million views.
When we make our SMP for the podcast, we're gonna have it on the 3DS.
Oh God!
Tell me when
fun things coming in the future.
I'm telling you, I would 100% make a Minecraft video on the 3DS.
You would actually, which
would.
Is what scares me. I just don't know.
It'd be shit. It'd be so bad.
I think someone who has that much power needs to be contained.
Ooh. Dude, I don't have that much power. I have nothing better to do.
Yeah. You should, I think, I think you should make a video expanding upon bald people. Just of their true power. Really delve deep into it,
I'm not gonna do that.
You should, though.
No.
That would be so funny.
Watching
Imagine you make a 30...
Like, I didn't even make them that long ago, and I remember making them, and I was like, yeah, they're fine. I literally went back to watch my calendar video, and I was like, why do I sound like that?
And it was just a year ago. Yeah.
It was not even. Well, actually, it's been a little more than that now.
No, I think it's been a year. Because you did them, start of COVID. Yeah,
I did them start of, like, April last year.
Yeah. That would be so funny though if you just did like a 30-minute like mini documentary on bald people.
Who would I talk about?
And how they're so powerful.
I mean, dude, some of the most powerful people in the world are bald. That's mostly because they're old and they just lost their hair and had shit in their head. But still, Pitbull is powerful, dude.
He's really powerful.
Pitbull, The Rock.
Dude. That'd be such a funny video, though.
Let's go through the most powerful bald people really quick before I even make the video. This is gonna be a little bit of a prelude.
Yeah.
Pitbull. The Rock.
The Rock.
Jeff Bezos.
Gandhi.
Dude, he was
Gandhi.
bald.
Pitbull.
Who else is bald? We already went over Pitbull.
Oh.
Who else is bald?
Barack Obama.
Bald people. He's not bald.
He's kind of bald.
He's just not.
My stepdad.
Jackson's stepdad. Oh, Michael Jordan. I might get killed for saying this, but Vladimir Putin.
Okay, well,
he's balding. He's not bald, but he's balding.
He's also one of the most powerful people in the world.
Bruce Willis. Let's see, who else is in here?
Did you just Google famous bald people?
In some cases, Samuel L. Jackson.
What do you mean in some cases?
Well, I mean, like, he has hair, but, like, not when he plays Nick Fury. Okay. Dr. Phil. Dude, that's a great one.
Dr. Phil. I want to make a video about how much I hate Dr. Phil. And Steve Harvey. You really hate Dr. Phil? Yeah, I do. I have a lot to say about Dr. Phil.
I really don't like them, but I don't think that I could hate them enough to use the word hate.
Oh, I definitely could.
Like, I hate them, and I think that they're horrible people. But I just don't care enough to be like, Dr. Phil.
These are the things I'm going to talk about on when I do my own podcast, which is coming. I promise.
I'm going to listen.
That's a thing I'm going to do. It's just it's going to be
before we spoil all of our future episodes.
No, we shouldn't. But no, I do want to say that podcast, just me. No Henry. It's going to be called Pink and Podcast. It'll be Pink and...
Nothing.
Podcast. No, there's like a space. You have to wait a second.
Hi, welcome to the Pink and...
It's just a lot of spaces.
podcast today.
There it is.
I'm
But
your
no,
host,
I
Boomerang.
am going to do that. It is coming. And I'm going to talk about some stuff. And that is legitimately an idea that I wrote down, how much I hate Dr. Phil.
And Steve Harvey.
Not Steve Harvey.
Really?
Well, I do hate Steve Harvey.
I dislike Steve Harvey a lot more than I dislike Dr. Phil.
I don't like Steve Harvey. I just don't think I'm knowledgeable enough about him. Like, I've watched more Dr. Phil than I have Steve Harvey. And I think that's just because Steve Harvey is just more like, yeah, he's a bad person and people know kind of deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know, people have seen him on Family Feud.
That's
people
true.
have
Maybe
seen
that's
him on,
why I don't think of Dr. Phil as negatively. I don't know the bad shit that he does.
Yeah, it's not even like the bad stuff that he does off his show, which I'm sure there's, you know, I could dig up some dirt on him, I'm sure, but it's more just his show that I don't like.
I don't really watch his show.
I've seen a lot of episodes of his show, and I don't like it.
Okay.
I really don't like it.
Good.
So, good. But that'll be for
I don't want to make
another time. Yeah, no. I legitimately have notes written out for that.
That's so funny.
It's
I
very.
hate Dr.
It's just
Phil.
like bullet points, but yeah, I have notes written out for that. Legitimately in a Google Doc.
Good.
So look forward to that.
Woo.
But I think that's going to be it for this podcast.
This one.
So, Henry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to take a drink. This is going to be the episode of the podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Google Podcasts.
I'm doing the outro. I just had to take another drink. Can you give me some time here? I got to take another drink. Hold on.
Oh my god.
You can find us on Google Podcasts, and you can find us
Oh my gosh.
That was a good drink of water. Let me tell you, look, the first like couple sips there, they were like, that one was good though.
You got a good sip?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Want to maybe finish and then you can get another sip? Okay.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Bye.